On today's episode of awesome future game updates that might be nothing, we've got Hollow Knight Silksong and the new 3D Mario game. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Right off the bat from the top of this video, I want to make it clear that I don't know that I believe either of these, but I do think that both of them will still happen. I'm just not sure that these leaks are the accurate 100% believable way that they'll happen. Anyways, I thought it was fascinating to dive into and talk about, considering they're two of the most anticipated Nintendo Switch titles. Hollow Knight Silksong has been awaited for literally years, and the new 3D Mario has been awaited since Mario Odyssey, the first year of Nintendo Switch. Let's kick it off with Hollow Knight Silksong, because this one is far more concrete. We see that the Steam database for Hollow Knight Silksong has been updated. All right, they've been receiving updated assets this week, and it's the first real SteamDB updates since January for Hollow Knight Silksong. Back in January of this year, they put a TBA release date, and now we have some new assets being added, including the game thumbnail. Interesting. I do wonder if this means that a Hollow Knight Silksong release date is going to be announced fairly soon. We thought that this game would come earlier this year, thought it would show up at a Direct. It has done nothing of the sort. It was promised at Xbox Game Pass Spectacular last summer, still hasn't shown. I wonder if this game could potentially be a stealth drop at, say, the Game Awards, or if Nintendo will do another like Nindies holiday event where last year they released Sports Story, and this year they could release Hollow Knight Silksong. Either way, we have concrete evidence that Team Cherry are making some moves, and considering they've made no moves in so long, any move is a good move. I don't think the game's like going to be out next week or anything, but I do think we should be hearing something in the near future. Otherwise, why would they go in and update the Steam page, the Steam database, for the first time in 9 months? Now, moving right along, I know everybody's pumped for Silksong. I am beyond pumped for Mario 3D new version. This is anticipated to be the 2024 premier title for Nintendo Switch 2. We have no concrete proof of this, but so many rumors and so much thought has been made about, hey, haven't had a true new 3D Mario since Odyssey. Clearly, they're working on something. Probably it's being saved for Switch 2, and we do have a lot of indications from different leakers and such that this is going to be the premier launch title for the new system. I don't really buy too much of what this leaker specifically says. I find it interesting to follow their blog because I'm curious to establish if there's any sort of better track record, and just to read thoughts because I find it interesting, but I don't really believe Zippo all that much. He made a brand new post about Mario 3D being Nintendo's big title for 2024, and I'm covering it because A, I just find it interesting. We got to start the information train for Mario 3D. I think it's going to be the biggest game of next year for Switch. Yes, even bigger than Metroid Prime 4. And B, I do think a lot that he talks about is probably going to come true. I'm just not sure that he has an actual source. So to cover it, it says, firstly, it's going to be our very first open world 3D Mario game. It's been 6 long years since Odyssey hit the scene, so we knew they were cooking something big. Given Zelda and Pokemon have taken the plunge, it was only a matter of time before the portly plumber did as well. This game will not be a sequel to Odyssey, so if you're expecting that, don't. This is going in an entirely different direction. Now pause. Those two things, I think, are spot on regardless of if they're leaked or not. I do think the new Mario game is going to be open world. We've seen many Nintendo franchises make that transition with extreme success. And we've seen Nintendo clearly experiment a bit with open world Mario in Bowser's Fury, which was sort of like a microcosm of a full game of like what could it be like if there was just all these open Mario challenges and different tasks and different stars all over the world, and you could kind of access them almost in any order you want, with still some progression walls that you need to clear by beating bosses or things of that sort. I think that's happening no matter what. And I also don't think it's a sequel to Odyssey. It's been so darn long, and while the capping mechanic was very cool, innovative, and exciting, I don't think it's cool or exciting to happen again 7-8 years later. I just don't think that you get the same oomph out of a trailer showing Cappy's back. So I do believe that the new Mario will take advantage of something brand new. No guesses yet on what the gimmick could be, but new powers, new world, and yes, a big open world. Zippo continues saying, I've been told the game looks absolutely jaw-dropping, And if you thought Mario vs. Donkey Kong looked good, then you haven't seen anything yet. EPD Tokyo are about to blow people's minds yet again. Now, the trailer he's referencing is the Mario vs. DK GBA Remake Remaster coming to Switch early next year. That does look phenomenal. I thought it really looked polished up in such a nice way, maybe nicer than Mario's ever looked. I do think Mario Wonder looks fantastic, but there's something more classic about the Mario in Mario vs. Donkey Kong that I think would be more likely to be implemented in a 3D Mario, and it looks stellar. And Zippo hypothesizes or says he's heard that that engine is being prepped and made ready for Switch 2 Mario engine. So the reason that it looks so awesome, the reason that Peach Showtime looks so awesome, is because that is a new engine that is being prepped for 4K development and for Nintendo Switch 2. Don't know if I believe that, but I do 100% believe that it'll be the best looking Mario ever. Whereas Mario Wonder opts to go for a more stylized look for the characters, I do think the new 3D Mario in 2024 will be traditional and just pushing graphics and trying to make the best darn looking game they possibly can make. This game will be the game for Nintendo next year. Mario will be a day one Switch 2 game, and I would bet serious amounts of money that this will be the very first game we see running on their shiny new system. This will be the first 3D Mario game to be a launch title since Super Mario 64 in 1996 on N64, which means this is a big freaking deal. Expect a very strong launch lineup from Nintendo and third parties alike. Now, I think this is really, really likely. I think Mario will be their big title. I think Mario will be incredible. I think the fact that it would be the first launch title Mario since N64 shows just how proud they are of this game and just how forward thinking and progressive it is. To me, Bowser's Fury was a big leap forward. Odyssey was a big leap forward even, and this being a leap off of both of those, I can't even imagine how fun it's going to be. I truly think that we're not ready yet for what the new Mario experience is like. And the fact that the Switch generation was so successful and saw such awesome advancement of so many Nintendo IP, like Zelda going open world and then doubling down with insane creativity and ability to construct just about anything in Tears of the Kingdom, Mario didn't get that second round oomph. He got the first one with Cappy and being able to transform into all sorts of enemies and kooky, cool characters. That was really fun, but that was year one. We have yet to see Nintendo take Mario to the next level, and I do think Bowser's Fury is a small glimpse at that, despite it being attached and handcuffed to Mario 3D World, secretly one of the best Mario games of all time. So I think they're going to blow our minds. I fully agree with everything Zippo says here, and I do believe that all of these things will come to fruition in the new Mario. So that's why I felt comfortable covering it, because even if he doesn't have an inside source that's actually feeding him this information, I think this information is going to be correct. And I think talking about Mario and starting to reframe Mario from like, okay, it's these remakes, it's these turn-based games, it's these sports games, it's being used in all these different ways, to, okay, Mario is going to be mega huge next year. And just like Spider-Man 2 is Sony's big game for this year and Starfield is Xbox's big game, Mario is going to be Nintendo's big game for the first time in its true capacity since 2017. And that's a really big deal, because Mario is Nintendo. The movie pushed $1 billion. Everything about this character is awesome right now. And this seems to be a step taking it to a whole new place. And I think Mario being one of the Game of the Year contenders, being the huge showpiece title for Switch 2, being a launch day game, and being front and center for everyone to see and play and get excited about is awesome, exciting, and is something that we've been due to experience for quite a while. So I'm super pumped for an open world, amazing looking Mario. And I really do believe it'll be one of the first things we see on Switch 2. I'm super curious to see what all they do. How do they advance this to make it open world? What lessons do they take that they learned at Bowser's Fury and improve them even more for a true full $60, $70 game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're pumped for Silksong, possibly getting an announcement soon, and what you think about an open world Mario, and how cool and exciting it is for you personally to have Mario be the big game for 2024. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, SwitchForce out.